And here with his take on last night's looks is designer, stylist, and author, Philip Bloch. Great to have you here.
Great to be here with an exciting night.
Yes.
Wow, I mean, some of these were pretty insane, but your favorite of the night was the woman you said was robbed, Best Actress, Demi Moore.
Demi Moore, she is a consummate professional, and that Armani Privé dress was extraordinary. She looked like an Oscar statue, but in silver.
did.
She was amazing. Her body is incredible. She really is.
Your mic
My
left.
mic fell. How about that?
There you go.
That's no bueno.
That's okay. We heard
How'd
you.
that happen? Well, I'll just put it right over here.
Yeah.
It'll be on that side.
And so that was Demi, right?
Yes, that was Demi.
She looked amazing.
Amazing, absolutely amazing.
And I know she was robbed of the Oscar. I know people were saying that all morning long. But let's talk about some of the other big outfits. There she is. Look at
Oh,
that.
look
That
at
was
her.
gorgeous.
What did you
Gorgeous,
like
gorgeous.
about that?
Just the way it fit her body. She looked like a statue. I always say you can almost tell who the winner's going to be when they show up because they look like a statue. They look like that moment. But that's why I say she was robbed.
I think she thought it. I mean, she thought everybody thought it, right?
I
She
think
was-
everybody thought that. Look at her
Stunning.
body, it's
Yeah.
just perfect. And she really did it all through award show season. Every
Yes.
dress, she looked more beautiful than the next. She found what works for her, as many of them do. They
Yeah.
kind of go with the same look all the time. Selena Gomez, who was my second choice, and Ralph Lauren. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
She looked amazing.
16,000 glass beads on that dress, all made by 12 different artisans, sewed it personally. That
do
was
we have that?
really an
Do we have a photo of that
incredible,
dress?
incredible dress. And Selena was kind of wearing a lot of off-the-shoulder, very 50s looks throughout
There
the
she
award
is.
show season.
Wow, look at her.
She was really, really spectacular. And look at her body. That was her Marilyn Monroe moment.
Yes.
I think going from a Disney girl to a Marilyn Monroe moment. Look, she really looks like a movie star. And this is the thing about the Oscars that is so exciting. When you can literally just take over the stage. This is where you go from being maybe an ingenue to a star.
Yeah,
and I think Selena Gomez definitely had that.
Third place, you have Penelope Cruz, Lupita Nyong'o, and Elle Fanning on all tied.
This was one of my favorite looks, the white. All white. It was pure white.
Yeah.
It was not like ivory or cream. It was white, white, and white. And all little details. The little bow on Lupita's Chanel, the black bow on Elle's Givenchy. That was Sarah Burton, who used to be at McQueen for many, many years. She just moved over to Givenchy. And this dress was made from one of his 1952 creations. It was based on that. And this was Sarah Burton's first red carpet dress of her new time at Givenchy. And Penelope Cruz and Chanel with Goddess dressing, the flowing scarf, just magnificent. The white looks so fresh, right?
Yeah.
Did Lupita's dress have over 20,000 pearls? I think I read that somewhere.
She probably had a lot. I didn't read that one, but she probably had a lot of pearls too. It
was insane.
Fascinating, fascinating. A lot of the detail that goes into it, you really don't get to see on TV. It's in real life when you see them. And this kind of little bow detail and this kind of kabuki thing at the waist, just below the Empire waist. Mikey Madison had that in her dress, and we'll see that in a moment too.
I mean, let's talk about your honorable mentions.
My
Joy
honorable
Randolph.
mentions.
You mentioned Mikey Madison and Ray. Those were your honorable mentions.
Well, I think Joy,
are.
she looks amazing, amazing. Look at that goddess dress. This is very important because a lot of times the girls that are curvier, they're a little bigger, they feel like they have to wear all this clothes. It has to be all this stuff around the shoulders. This shows you can show your curves, you can be glamorous.
Oh, she did that last year too.
Absolutely, and this beautiful long scarf, kind of like Penelope's, but in black. And the dress is by Tamara Ralph, really beautiful.
Stunning.
Then Mikey, she became a star last night, a true Hollywood star. And I love that dress, Dior, with a beautiful Tiffany necklace, just out of the 1900s. The necklace is from the 1900s. You didn't like it?
No. I thought it was, for some reason, it just looked like it was...
prom dress?
Almost like a little wrinkled.
Well, that's because of the satin. The satin and the stiffness of the satin, the volume of it. But again, it had that little...
She'll learn to choose a different fabric.
She'll choose a different fabric next time.
And then Ray.
And then Ray, oh my gosh, that Vivienne
Gorgeous.
Westwood, look at her body, look at her hair. She just, again, vintage movie star, but modern at the same time.
All right, let's talk about the guys for a second. Timothy Chalamet is being compared to a banana because of what he wore.
A hairy banana at that.
I mean, the yellow, he made a statement.
I heard some people say he looked like butter.
Yeah.
Butter.
There he is.
It was Givenchy. It was leather. I love the little pearl tie. Yeah, that was leather. It's hard to get banana yellow, I'll tell you, at the season. This is not the season for banana yellow. We're not in spring yet. A little sloppy at the legs, but we want that from Timothy. He's young, he's cool, he is the new Oscars. He is new young Hollywood.
But the one guy that gets it right all the time. Coleman Domingo.
Coleman Domingo, he has brought fashion back to the Oscars as well. He's keeping it grown and sexy, but that Valentino robe-like jacket with the sash.
Look at him.
That was interesting.
Nice.
Now, it takes a lot. You would know, Dan. To wear a red suit takes a lot. You got to be really in the mood. And he was up there at one point, like getting everybody singing in between the breaks and everything.
I saw that, yes.
He is truly a showman. Look at the wrist. He's got his watch on. He's got his pin on. He knows how to bring the accessories.
And he knew that he was in the front row, so every time they took that shot of the audience, you just saw him in the red, like right there front and center.
They know when they're in that front row.
When they're in that front row.
Exactly.
You know, Samuel L. Jackson, Andrew Garfield. Let's talk about them for your honorable mentions. Andrew Garfield, I've kind of noticed that I like his fashion. I follow him closely. He's doing this like very baggy suit lately.
Yeah, and he was definitely going for the swag. A little Miami Vice with the shirt open, the little bit of a necklace. I thought that was beautiful. Gucci suit, the chocolate brown.
I like that monochromatic look.
Yeah, I thought, again, a little casual for Oscars, but I loved the details of it. Made it elegant, made it chic. And Sam Jackson, the GOAT.
Right.
In Armani with Swarovski crystals on the lapel. Elegant. He is the epitome of a leading man in Hollywood, and he has been leading Hollywood style for many, many years.
That's a satin shirt?
You know, yes, on Andrew, yes.
Oh, okay.
And Sam, I turned Sam on to the Kangol hats, you know.
Oh, get out. Well,
many years ago, yeah. We used to work together for many, many years.
Oh, let's talk about these fashion-forward looks. You like Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande, and Zoe Saldana.
Oh, my gosh. So it's very interesting. These structural looks are very in.
Look at
Cynthia Erivo and Louis Vuitton, who has taken over the runway. So that's like a bow detail at her shoulders, and she took that off at one point, which made the dress a lot less cumbersome. But it's all about playing with volume and architecture, structure. That green velvet. This Ariana Grande
I didn't
dress.
get how she was able to sit in this.
it was an interesting, because it was designed after a Giacometti lamp.
Yeah.
You know, Giacometti, a very famous architect, designer, and that dress had 19,000 crystals in it. Crystal sequins, actually. It was amazing. Zoe Saldana, now this is interesting, because that's the color of Halle Berry's dress when she won her historic Oscar that I worked on with her. This didn't quite work as well, but the poofs are a little lampshady, a little vintagey. But there's something modern and minimal elegance about it from Saint Laurent. You know, I don't know how that dress comes in with all the racks of dresses and you say, this is the one I have to wear. I say that all the time because I know how many dresses are out there. I've seen what's there. So when that's the choice, I wonder. Now, I saw a picture of Cynthia and Whoopi together at one point. They did look like they were looking for the mothership to get off this planet. They were like, take us out of here.
Oh, my gosh, Philip, so great having you in. It was really fun looking at all those fashion favorites.
Oh, my gosh, there were definitely some favorites. I want to say I think those girls from Wicked deserve an honorary Oscar just for that opening performance.
They get another chance next year.
Next year, we're waiting. We'll be back.